some electricians are happy to install consumer units and circuit protection using an impact driver, relying on the unmistakable 2 duggas as their version of a torque setting. A bold move, especially when fitting AFDDs where applying hundreds of newton meters of force to a device rated for less than 1 newton meter and costing over £100 is a serious gamble just to save a few seconds. So is there a better way? We're putting the Jakemy torque controlled electric screwdriver to the test, kindly sent to us by Handboost. I'll drop a link in the description so you can check out the budget price. It's already proved its worth after we carried out an obstacle avoidance test which resulted in crashing into a TV aerial. This isn't the first time we've featured a torque controlled screwdriver. A few years ago we tested the RCBO 2, which still divides opinion here at eFix. While the Speedy has 2 gears, the Jakemy, just like Gary's old Ford Cortina, has 4. I'll start by testing it out on some socket fronts, going all in with gear 4, the maximum setting of 0.76 newton meters to 1 newton meter. That's easily enough torque to fix this double socket in place without worrying about cracked faceplates. The light on the front is handy when working in poorly lit areas, and if it starts flashing that means the battery is flat. Not to worry though, as it's easily recharged using the USB-C connection on the back of the unit. That means you can top it up with a standard mobile phone charger. It takes around 2 hours to fully recharge, giving a work time of about 60 to 80 minutes depending on how much force you need to apply. Next up, we'll try it on some RCBOs, which have small screw heads with a torque setting of 1.2 newton meters. It's fine for the initial wiring, but we'll still need to finish off with a manual torque driver to ensure everything is properly torqued and compliant. So with this device only going to 1 newton meter, this doesn't look like a serious contender to replace a manual torque driver in distribution boards, so perhaps more suited for electricians who like to dabble in installing and repairing more electronic items. Let's try it out on some smaller terminals like the ones on this Cruiser PLC. Next, we'll move on to some screwed in rail terminals. The torque setting on these DIN rail terminals is around 0.5 newton meters, so we need to switch to gear 2. Changing gears is a simple process. Just press the green button and you'll see the gear number displayed on the LED screen. On the screen you can also see the battery charge indicator. When the tool reaches its set torque, you can manually give it a final twist if needed, but that does take away from the point of having a powered driver. In the robust box you'll find a huge range of bits, the ones most electricians will be familiar with in the H6.3 style, along with a vast range of smaller bits for some very strange looking screws in the H4 style. These are the types you'd need to dismantle mobile phones, repair drones and work on other small electronics. A few other things in the box: a magnetizer to make screws stick to the bits, which can either be useful or a pain, in which case you can demagnetize the bits. For fine work you can ditch the powered handle and use this manual screwdriver, or twiddler as we call it. There's also a wrist strap in case you fancy wearing the unit around town. I think this is more of a tool for the workshop rather than one you'll be using on site. While it's great for assembling electronics and lighter duty electrical tasks, it doesn't quite replace a proper torque driver for distribution boards. However, for jobs like control panel work, repairing smaller electrical devices or assembling DIN rail components, it could be a real time saver. Maybe this tool would be ideal for, dare I say it, the security installer. Let me know what you think of it compared to some of the other options like the Weha Speedy or even the manual Vera Turbo. One key difference between these alternatives is that they are insulated, which raises a common question we get. Do you need to use insulated screwdrivers? Check out the video there.